going to take it down onto the mat. The class is going to be approximately an hour. So you're just going to come into a comfortable seated position, and that can be with your legs crossed. You could have your legs straight out in front, or you could be just sitting on your heels. It's whatever works best for you. So sitting on a cushion or the mat, maybe 2 cushions if you need a bit of elevation. Basically just find a comfortable seated position. Now I want you to try and lift your chest up, shoulders back, and then just close your eyes. Just want you to start to focus on your breathing. Try and deepen your breath. And just stay here, arriving into the class. Keep following your own breath. I'm just checking that everybody can hear me. You guys just stay focused on your breath. Feeling the breath go into your belly, belly rises out. Filling up your lungs completely. Keeping your spine nice and tall. So we're trying to arrive physically and mentally into the class. Trying to forget about anything that's going on outside of this room. Trying to stay fully aware of our breath, of our body, and what's going on in our mind. Try to get rid of all of that mental chit-chatter. Stay focused on your breath. Stay present. And then just gently begin to open your eyes, starting to feel still in the mind, still in the body. Just take a few rolls of the shoulders. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, take the hands down. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, take it down. One more inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it down. This time, left arm reaches up, inhale. And exhale, lean it over to the side. Stay here for a few breaths. And then inhale to reach both arms up. Exhale over to the other side. Try not to collapse forwards with the arm. Keep pressing back, looking up if you can. Inhale to reach it up. And exhale over to the other side. Okay, this time I want you to bring the palm of the hand to the back of the head. Maybe deepening the bend in the elbow there to go deeper into that side stretch, but try not to lift the seat off the ground. Inhale, look up and press your elbow back. Exhale, look down, elbow comes down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. One more, inhale, up. And exhale, down. Inhale, reach both arms up. Exhale over to the other side. Maybe deepening the bend in that elbow again. Getting deeper into that side stretch and then bringing the palm of the hand towards the back of the head. Inhale to look up, press the elbow back. Exhale, looking down, elbow points down. Inhale up, follow your breath, press the elbow back. Exhale down, one more. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale to reach both arms up. And exhale to bring them down. Taking the hands behind. You can just have your fingertips pointing out to the sides. I want you to inhale, lift the chest and look up. Just stay here for a few breaths. Slowly let the chest come back, walk the hands back. And I want you to just take your cushion or whatever you were sitting on, take it away. And we're going to come into a child's pose. So come onto hands and knees, set the bum onto the heels, slide the hands away and let the forehead come onto the mat. So you want your bum to come nice and close to your heels. And if the forehead doesn't like it on the mat, you can make two fists and just place the forehead here. Close your eyes, tune into the movement, tune into the breath. Sorry, I'm just checking who's tuning in with us. Hi guys, welcome to the class if you're just checking in. We're in a child's pose at the moment. And we're just deepening into that breath. Okay, let's make our way into a tabletop position. You want your hips above your knees, wrists below your shoulders. So we're going to do cat and cow working with our breath. Inhale, belly drops down, gaze up. Exhale, round the spine, chin tucks underneath, tailbone points down. Inhale, belly drops, look up. Exhale, round the spine, up, chin to chest. Just flow with your own breath. Inhale. Exhale, see if you can lift that belly button up towards your spine. Two more with your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. On your own, stay with your breath. Exhale. Okay, let's meet back into that tabletop position again. To thread the needle. So the right arm is going to reach up towards the sky. And then we're going to bring it underneath the left arm, slide it across the floor until the shoulder touches down on the mat. You can stay here. You can press into the fingertips of the left hand, creating a nice twist for the spine. Or maybe reach up with that left hand towards the ceiling. Try to press this left shoulder back. If you want to go more advanced, you can bend the elbow and reach the fingertips towards the right hip crease, focusing on pressing left shoulder back. Whichever variation you're in, start to come back. Same way we went in, bring the left hand to the mat, press into the palm to reach that right arm back up. Before we come back to tabletop position, let's do that on the other side. Left arm reaches up to the sky, and then bring it down, sliding it underneath the right arm until the left shoulder comes down onto the mat. Try not to move the hips, keep them above the knees. Pressing into fingertips, maybe reaching up, maybe going for that little bind where we bend the elbow and bring the fingers into the left hip crease, making sure we're pressing the shoulder back. So choose the option that works for you. Remember to breathe. Coming out the same way we went in. Bringing the right hand to the mat. Press to that tabletop position again. Coming into an extended puppy pose. So we want to just walk the hands forwards, taking really small steps. Let the chest start to drop down to the mat. So maybe the chin touches, but don't worry if it's not coming all the way down. Take it to where feels comfortable for you. Keep those hips directly above your knees. Nice strong stretch into the chest, into the armpits, into the shoulders. Keep those deep breaths going. Engaging into the low core, and then walk the hands back into that tabletop position again. Okay, so we're going to take a little step forwards with the hands, a couple of inches, and then start to drop the hips down. From here, bend your elbows, but keep them next to your body as we slowly lower all the way down onto our belly. So you're not letting the elbows come out to the sides. From here we're going to do 3 baby cobras. So inhale, lift the chest, keep the elbows in. Exhale down. Big bend in your elbows. Inhale, lift it up. Looking forwards. Exhale down. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Take the arms out to the sides with a 90-degree bend in your elbows. So we're doing another variation of cobra. We want to come onto our fingertips, so we're cupping the hand. And then as you inhale, lift the elbows, squeeze the shoulders. Lift the chest and look forwards. Exhale to slowly lower down. Inhale to lift up, squeeze shoulders. Exhale down. To go a little bit deeper, just walk the fingers closer towards you. So inhale, squeeze, lift it up. Exhale down. So we want to ripple like a wave. Inhale, bringing the head up last. Exhale down. Take one more. Inhale. And exhale down. Bring the hands next to your chest. Press into the palms, sit the bum onto the heels for a child's pose. And then slide your hands, bringing them next to your ankles. Letting the shoulders sink down towards the mat. Just stay here for a little moment. Reconnect. Body and breath. Closing your eyes. Okay, when you're ready, make your way back into that tabletop position again. And we're going to strengthen our glutes a little bit and start to work into the core muscles. So I want you to extend your right leg, lift it up, bring it in line with your body. So you can keep the foot flexed, toes pointing down. You're feeling the glutes engaged and the hamstrings engaged. Then you're going to reach the left arm forwards. Feeling the core muscles working to keep you stable. Don't worry if you're wobbling a little bit. Point the toes, reach the fingertips away. One straight line through the body. One more breath. So place the left hand down. You're going to bring the knee in towards the chest, round in the back. And then you're going to push the foot up and look up. Just a bit like cat and cow. We bring the knee in as we round the back. We push the foot up as we gaze up. 2 more. Knee comes in, look towards knee. Push it up. Knee comes in, look towards that knee. Push it up, belly drops down. Straighten that leg out again, and then bring it back down onto your mat. Let's do that again on the other side. So left leg extends, lift it up, bring it in line with the body. So just starting to feel the glutes and the hamstrings engaging. And then if you can, reach your right arm forwards. Try not to lift everything too high. We want a straight line through the body. Point the toes, reach the fingertips away. Squeeze. 1 more breath here. Bringing the right hand down. And then we're going to bend the knee, bring the knee in towards the chest. Press the foot up towards the ceiling. Maybe work with your breath. We exhale as the knee comes in. We inhale as we push the foot away. Exhale, knee comes in. Inhale. Last one. Straighten the leg out again. And then bring it down. Great job. Okay, I want you to tuck your toes underneath. And then walk the hands towards the body. So we're sitting on our heels and we're stretching the backs of the feet. So this might feel intense for you, and if it is, you can skip it altogether. But try and stay with me. It's a nice stretch for the feet. So keeping your spine nice and tall. You just stay where you are. I'm going to face the front so you can see what I'm doing. Just want you to reach your arm up, bring it over until the fingertips touch the ear, and then gently lean the head over to the side with a little bit of help from your arm, feeling that stretch in the neck coming into the shoulders. Maybe point these fingertips down and away. Slowly lift it up, release the hand and bring it back down. Other side, reaching it up. See if the fingertips can touch the ear. And then gently lean that head over to the side, stretching down the side of the neck. Maybe pointing and reaching the fingertips of the opposite hand. Slowly straighten it up, release the hand. Stay on those toes if you can, we're nearly done. So pointing the fingertips down and then gently pulling them towards you. Stretching the back of the wrist. Switch the side, so we're going on to the other side. Fingertips pulling towards the chest, palm facing away. And release. Okay, we're going to come off our toes, and I just want you to pat the feet like this. Should feel really nice after that stretch that we just did. And then we're just going to sit onto our heels in hero pose. I want you to take your arms out to the sides and just make circles with the wrists. So getting rid of any clicks. And then take those circles in the opposite direction. And then I want you to press your palms away, fingertips pointing up. Squeeze the shoulder blades and push with the palms. Strong arms. On an inhale, I want you to reach up, see if the fingertips can touch. On an exhale, send the hands all the way down to the floor. Inhale, push the palms away, fingertips touch. Exhale, all the way down, fingertips to the floor. Inhale, push the palms away, reach it up. Exhale down. Let's take one more of these. Inhale, reach it up. tabletop position again. And then we're going to go into a downward facing dog. So walk the hands forwards about an inch or two, tuck the toes under, and then lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Now you might feel quite stiff. This is the first downward dog we're doing, so maybe you need to pedal up the feet just to get those hamstrings warmed up. So pressing one heel down and then the other, doing it as fast or as slow as you like. Doing any movements really that feel good. Maybe you want to just sway the hips a little bit from side to side. Maybe you want to just hold that downward dog. Maybe we're still pedaling out those feet. Do whatever feels good for you. So press your heels down. I want you to inhale, lift the heels, come onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, heels down. Press the chest towards the thighs. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, heels down. Press the chest through. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press it through. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Okay, so you might always have a bend in your knees in downward dog, that's absolutely fine. And if your heels aren't on the floor, again, absolutely fine. Just try to focus on lifting your sit bones up towards the sky and straightening out your spine. That's the most important point. Start to take little steps forwards, coming all the way towards the top of the mat. Keep the feet hip distance apart, a little bend in your knees, ragdoll fold. So we're holding on to opposite elbows, letting the upper body just drape over the legs, and then just swaying a little bit from side to side. So you don't want the legs completely straight, you want a little bend so that the belly and the chest are really close towards the thighs. Should feel really nice, like the spine is decompressing. So just let the arms drop down. Staying here as you are. I want you to keep your right hand down on the floor, either palm or fingertips, totally up to you. You're going to straighten the left leg and reach the left hand up towards the ceiling. Pressing the left shoulder back. Look up if you can. Slowly bring it down, but bend into the left knee. Let's change to the other side. If that was easy, place the palm, straighten right leg, right arm reaches up. If it's difficult, come right onto the tips of your fingers. And don't worry about completely straightening out the leg. Bring it down, bend the knees. Let's take one more on each side. Right hand plants down, left arm reaches up for that twist. And if you want to make it fancy, you can bend the elbow and see if you can reach the left fingertips towards the right hip crease, like a little bind. Pressing the shoulder back. Okay, start to release, come back. Bend the knees as you come down and then switch to the other side. Right arm reaches up, right leg straightens. Maybe we keep the arm up, maybe we bend the elbow for that bind. Reaching towards the left hip crease. Start to unravel, bend the knees, come down. And then we're going to come all the way up to standing really, really slowly. One vertebrae at a time, we roll up. And then we reach the arms up. Bring the hands into prayer. Brilliant, well done. Hope everybody's feeling okay so far. Remember to take a break whenever you need it. You can come into child's pose or you can skip any poses that you don't like. We're going to stay at the top of the mat for now. Feet hip distance apart. Gonna do some sun salutations to warm up, but we're just gonna do half sun salutations. It's a little bit easier and we're gonna be doing it nice and gently, just to make sure we're nice and warm. So standing in mountain pose, strong legs, shoulders are back and down, tailbone is slightly tucked. Inhale to reach the arms up. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Maybe we've got a little bend in our knees. Stay for a breath. Next, inhale, lift the chest, looking forwards, halfway lift. So trying to get a nice flat back. So if the back is rounded, we want it to be really nice and straight. Maybe our palms need to come all the way to our thighs, and maybe we need a bend in our knees. On your next exhale, come into that forward fold. Chest towards thighs. Bending into the knees, come all the way up to stand, reach the arms up. Exhale, bring the hands into prayer. Lovely, let's do that again, but we're going to do each breath with the movement. It's going to go a little bit faster, but feel free to go at your own pace. So starting in mountain pose, inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale as we rise all the way up to stand. Exhale, hands in prayer. One more time, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up to stand. And then exhale, hands in prayer. Lovely, well done. We're going to do some balance poses. I want you to stay at the top of your mat. I'm just going to stand here so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. Now the first pose we're going to do is tree pose. So I want you to ground down into your left leg, spread the toes nice and wide, and put the weight into that leg. The sole of the right foot is going to come towards the inside of the left leg. You can keep the toes down for a bit of balance, or you can bring the foot nice and high. Just make sure the knee is externally rotating out to the side. So bring the foot to wherever feels comfortable. Maybe we bring it all the way up. But try to avoid pressing against the knee joint area, so go above or below. Engage into your glutes. Squeeze, press the knee out to the side and bring the hands into prayer. Focus on a point in front, your drishti. So that's a yogi term that we use. That's our point of focus to help us to keep our balance. See if you can reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Don't worry if you're wobbling. If you need to hold onto a wall, that is absolutely fine. You can send the arms out wide if you like, or you can keep the fingertips together. Totally up to you. One more breath. Slowly bring the hands back down. And then we're going to bring that knee forwards, keeping it lifted hip height, taking the foot off the thigh. See if you can clasp the hands over the shin and squeeze the leg inwards. Taking some circles while we're here of that ankle. Doing about 4 in one direction and about 4 in the other. See if we can keep that knee as lifted as it is, but take the arms away, core strength. See if you can straighten that leg out, pointing your toes. Brilliant. Let's bring the knee back in, squeeze it towards, and then release, set it back down. Shake off both legs before we go onto the other side. So we're putting the weight into our right foot now. Spread the toes wide and just shift the weight onto that side. Okay, so our left foot, sole of the foot against the leg, maybe the toes stay down, maybe we're here. never on the knee joint. And if you want to, you can bring it all the way up to the top. Make sure we're pressing with both legs, squeezing into the glutes, knees out to the side. Bring the hands into prayer. Find your balance, focus on that drishti. And then if you want to, grow your tree. And maybe even open it out. So it's all about finding what works for you. It's good to challenge yourself, but maybe stay next to a wall if you're feeling a little bit wobbly today. No pressure on yourself. Bring your hands back together. Bring the palms to the chest. Okay, we're going to bring that knee forwards, keeping it in line with the hip, and then clasp the hands over the shin. Bring the knee nice and close to your body. Use the arms to pull it in, and then take those circles with the ankle. Take the circles the opposite way. Okay, core strength. See if we can keep the leg lifted up just as much as it is with the arms, and then take the arms away. Core strength. See if you can straighten out that leg. Don't worry if you can't. See if you can point the toes. 3, 2, 1. Well done. Bring the knee back in, give it a little squeeze, and then release. Well done. Shake out both the legs, and then come back to the top of the mat. I want you to take a big step back with your left leg. So the distance between the legs is about the same length as one of your legs. Nice big gap. Your left foot is pointing out to the side, front foot is pointing forwards. So I want you to bend into that front leg, keeping the knee following the direction of the toes. And then I want you to reach your arms out, warrior 2. Keep the shoulders above the hips, we're not leaning forwards. Big bend in that knee, both legs are strong. Drishti is the end of the fingertips. Reverse warrior, front palm faces up. And then we reach up to the sky, left hand comes to the side of the left leg. Look into those fingertips, maybe deepening the bend in that front knee. Keep breathing, come back to warrior 2. And then we're going to come into side angle. Right forearm rests on the thigh, left arm reaches up and over. So we're trying to create a straight line from fingertips all the way to the heel. Try not to have the hips poking up. Keep everything in line. Slowly come back to that warrior 2. Straighten out the front leg and then move the back foot forwards about an inch or so. Couple of inches. Keep both legs super straight. Set the hips back and lean the chest forwards. Coming into triangle pose, bring the right hand towards the floor, left hand towards the ceiling. Maybe we hold on towards the ankle. Maybe we keep the hand in front of the leg, just using our core strength to keep us lifted. This left shoulder is pressing back, as though we're pressed up against the wall. Breathe. Look down towards your big toe, and then circle the arms, bend into the front knee, and plant the hands either side of that front foot. Pop the back heel up, and then sink the hips, come onto fingertips and look forwards for runner's lunge. Feeling a stretch in the hip flexor. Coming into an easy twist. Left palm plants it down. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. Again, that right shoulder is pressing back, opening up the chest. Right hand comes down. Drop the back knee down onto the mat. So if you've got any problems with your knees, you might want to just fold your mat over, like double up your mat so that you can place your knee and it's got a bit of extra cushion, or you might just want to put a cushion underneath your knee. Choose whichever works for you. I always use 2 mats, so it gives me a bit of extra cushion. So I want you to place your hands onto your right thigh and lift yourself up. It's totally up to you if the back toes are tucked or untucked. It's whatever feels comfortable. So I want you to either stay here or reach the arms up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sink the hips forwards and down. Try to keep strength in the glutes and in the legs, so we're not just sinking our weight down and just resting in our joints. We've got strength in our muscles as well. And then lift the hips back up. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, the right arm is going to come forwards, left arm back, sink the hips. Inhale, lift everything up. Switch it, left arm forwards, right arm back. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, right arm forwards, left arm back. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, left arm forwards, right arm back. Let's stay here. Just looking over towards the right. And then we're going to bring the left hand to the mat. The right arm's going to reach up to the ceiling for an easy twist with the back knee down. Right hand comes to the mat. And then I want you to just walk your hands towards your back knee, straightening out this front leg. And then I want you to point the toes up, coming onto the heel. Slide the foot forwards a little bit. See if you can fully straighten this leg, but don't worry if you can't. Inhale to lift the chest. Exhale to drop the chest down towards that leg. Completely okay to have a bend in the knee here. Try to keep the hips above that back knee so we're not sat back here. Just stay for one more breath. Not putting too much pressure on yourself, be gentle with your body. Slowly lift it up. We're going to bend into the front knee again and walk the hands forwards. Tuck under the toes of the back foot, lift the back knee, and come into that runner's lunge again. Palms plant down, step it back, downward facing dog, hips lifted up. Take 2 more breaths here, maybe making little movements if you need to. Really lifting the sit bones up, pressing the chest towards thighs. Okay, take that little walk all the way to the top of the mat, coming into ragdoll fold again, holding onto opposite elbows, maybe gently swaying from side to side. Let the hands drop down and then slowly roll all the way up to stand, reaching the arms up. And then bringing the hands into prayer position. We're going to do everything again on the other side. I'm going to switch positions so that I'm not facing the wall. So this time we want to take that big step back with our right leg. So you've got your right foot pointing out to the side, left foot is pointing forwards, and the distance between the legs is nice and big. It's about the same length as one of your legs. Back leg straight, bend into the front knee. Glutes are engaged, arms are reaching out. So in a warrior two, sometimes the knee tries to drop forwards. Squeeze the glutes, try and keep that knee pointing forwards. Same direction as the toes. Gaze down left fingertips. Strong right leg. Turn the left palm facing up and then reach reach up, bringing the right hand towards the side of the right leg and just looking up towards those fingertips. Slowly come back to warrior two. Side angle. Left forearm comes to the thigh, right arm reaches up and over, straight line through the body. Try not to have the hips lifted up. Bend into that front knee to keep them nice and low. Stretching the inner thigh and strong, strengthening into the thigh muscles and the glutes. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. And then just move the back foot forwards an inch or so. Triangle pose. Hips are going to go back. And we're going to lean over to the left. So hips back, lean to the left. Left arm comes towards the floor. Right arm reaches up towards the ceiling. You can hold onto the leg for support. Try to avoid the knee. You can hold low down towards the ankle. Or you can place the hand just in front of the leg, using only core strength to keep you lifted. Right shoulder is pressing back. Look up. Take your gaze down, bend into the front knee, plant the hands either side of that foot and come onto the ball of the back foot for runner's lunge. Come onto fingertips. Look forwards and sink the hips down. Feeling a nice stretch in the hip flexor, keep the back leg really strong. Coming into that twist, right hand plants, left hand reaches up, look up. Left hand comes down. Let's place that knee on the floor, back knee coming down. And if you need extra cushion, you can pad the back knee with the mat or with a cushion, totally up to you. Place the hands onto the thigh, lift the chest up, lifting the hips up as well. Find balance, you can stay here or you can reach the arms up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sink the hips forwards and down. Keeping strength in the legs. Maybe looking up if it's comfortable for your neck. Start to lift the hips back up. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, right hand comes forward, left hand comes back, sink the hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, left hand forwards, right hand back, sink the hips. Inhale up, twist into the other side. Inhale up. Again, opening out. Inhale up, last time, exhale, right hand forwards, left hand back. Holding it here for a few breaths. Place the right hand down and then the left hand to follow. Coming into an easy twist again, keeping back knee down. Left hand reaches up, look up. Bring that hand down. Tuck the toes under on the back foot. Lift the back knee, runner's lunge. And then step that foot back, coming into downward facing dog. Maybe pedal out those feet. And take a few nice deep breaths here. Just noticing how we are feeling in the class compared to how we felt at the start. Maybe we've loosened up a little bit. Maybe we've let a few things go. Just check that there's no tension in the neck. Just move the head a little bit. Okay, let's come down into a tabletop position again. We're going to extend our right leg, lift it up just like we did at the start, engaging the glutes and the hamstrings. And then the left arm is going to reach forwards. Holding this position for just a few breaths. Stay with it. Okay, inhale, and then as you exhale, I want you to bring the elbow towards the knee. Inhale, reach it away. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale away. One more. Exhale away. Place that left hand down, but keep the leg extended. I want you to bend into the knee. I'm going to do what we did at the start. We're going to inhale. Exhale, knee to chest, chin to chest. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round the back, bring it in. Inhale, push it up. Okay, let's do one more. Exhale in. Inhale to push the foot up. Stay here, tuck the toes of the left foot under. Lift the hips up and come into a three-legged dog. So we're pressing the right foot up towards the ceiling, pressing our left heel down to the floor, squeezing the glutes. Well done. See if you can bend your right knee, bring the heel towards the glute, and then lift your right hip on top of your left hip. See if you can lift the knee all the way up towards the ceiling. Stretching the side body. If you look just over your left shoulder, you might see the toes peeping over saying hello. Straighten out the legs, square the hips, bend into the knee, and then we're coming into a pigeon pose. So just drop the knee down just by your right wrist. Set the hips down, so just scoot the back leg back a little bit, and you're setting the hips down towards the ground, making sure that we're not leaning on one side more than the other. We're nice and even. So I'm just going to face the front so you can see what's going on with this front leg. You can either keep the heel close to your centre, or if possible, move it out to the side to get a deeper stretch in the glute. If that's not comfortable for your knee, keep it central. If it's still not comfortable for your knee, you could try sticking your cushion just underneath your seat for a bit of extra support. From here, walk the hands forwards, let the forehead come onto the mat, and just enjoy this lovely stretch. This is one of my all-time favourite stretches to do. Close your eyes and really deepen your breath. Make sure you're not feeling any pain in the knee. If you are, then gently ease out of this position. Stay in for 2 more breaths. And then we're going to make our way out of this pigeon pose. So walk the hands towards the body, lift the chest. But I want you to bring the hands really close to your body, press into fingertips, look up for a little back bend, and then release. Well done. Place the hands in front, tuck the toes under, and then lift the hips. Come into that downward facing dog again and just pedal out the feet. Get rid of anything that's built up, get the blood flowing back through that leg, and then let's move on to the other side. So first of all, we started in that tabletop position. We extended our leg, bringing it in line with the body, and then we're reaching our right arm forward. So it's left leg up, right arm up. Try not to let the belly drop and have a dip in the back. We want the core really strong. Breathe. Take one more breath. Bring your right hand down, bend into that knee, and then we're going to do those sort of cat-cow movements again. So inhale here, exhale, knee to chest, chin to chest. Inhale, push it up, drop the belly, look up. Exhale, knee towards chest. Inhale, push it up, squeeze the glutes. Exhale. Last one, push the foot up. Drop the belly, stay here. Tuck the toes of the right foot. And then we're going to lift hips up. Shoot that left foot up towards the sky. Three-legged dog. Pressing our right heel down. Squeezing the glutes to lift that leg even higher. Holding it for a breath. And then bend into the knee. Bring the heel towards the glute. And see if you can lift your left hip on top of your right hip. Pressing your left knee up towards the ceiling. Getting a stretch down the left side of the body. Now see if you can look over your right shoulder and say hello to your toes. Hello. Straighten that leg, square the hips. And then come into pigeon pose. Drop the left knee down by the left wrist. Shift that back leg back so that the hips come down. And we're trying not to lean on one side more than the other. Keep the hips nice and square. Find that comfortable position with the front leg. Maybe we can move it forwards a bit. Maybe we need it central. Maybe we need our cushion. Make yourself comfortable and then walk your hands forwards. Forehead comes down onto the mat. Stay in here for a few breaths. Slow, deep breaths. Enjoy the stretch. If the stretch feels a little bit too deep, you could always make those fists with your hands. And this just lifts you up a bit off your leg, making it slightly easier. Stay for one more breath. It's bringing us right to the end of the class. Okay, start to walk the hands towards the body. Press into those fingertips, lift the chest, look up. And release. Let's take our final downward dog. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up, and walk those feet out a little bit, pedaling. Get the blood flow back through that leg. Take two more deep breaths in this final downward dog. Set the knees down. Come over onto your back. And then hook the knees into the chest. Give yourself a little squeeze and maybe rock a little bit on your back. Coming into our final pose, well, second to last pose, spinal twist. Straighten the right leg out, keep a bend in the left knee. Right hand goes on top of the knee, left arm out to the side, and then just twist, so we're pulling that knee over towards the right. You want your left shoulder to stay on the mat. And if you want to, you can look over towards the left. Slowly, let's take it back up. And let's change sides, so bring in right knee in towards the chest, straighten left leg out, left hand on knee, right arm out to the side, bring the knee over towards the left side. Maybe gazing down towards the right fingertips, if that's comfortable. Try not to lift the shoulder off, keep it down, so we're pressing with the shoulder and pressing the knee down. Slowly roll it back up and just give yourself one final squeeze. Maybe we lift the forehead up to the knees, maybe we hold the bottoms of the feet, making a tiny little ball. And then we release, everything comes down. into our Shavasana pose. Okay, so we move our arms slightly away from our body, palms face up to the ceiling, and just let your feet drop out to the sides. Deepening your breath, closing your eyes. And this is the part of the class where we absorb our practice. We lie here really still and we just breathe nice and deep. So I'm not going to be doing much talking, we're going to stay here for just a couple of minutes, focusing on deepening our breath and relaxing our whole body. Just feeling the sensations in the body and allowing each muscle to relax. Holding no tension in the facial muscles. Listen to the sound of your voice, of your breath even. Listen as the air enters your lungs and as it exits through your nose. With every exhalation, your body is sinking deeper and deeper. Come back to a normal, natural rhythm of breath. Start to wiggle the fingers and toes as we wake ourselves up. Reaching the arms up overhead for a full body stretch. Point the toes and fingers. Rolling onto your side. And then lifting up into that comfortable seated position, the one that we started off. Keep the eyes closed or keep them really soft so you can only just about see. Spine is tall, placing the hands onto the thighs or the knees. Just breathing. Feeling that calm, blissful sensation through the body. Gently open your eyes. Hands in prayer. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed the class. Hope to see you all soon.